Good morning, everyone. I guess I can see myself only here. So feel free to turn on your video. Let me also see you all and feel good this morning. Um, awesome. That way I don't feel like I am alone sitting in the kitchen. Okay. I took
Yeah,
a
my
good time
kitchen
to
is
clean
gonna
my
be
kitchen. I'm telling you, I was not nervous, but I took good time to clean it and make sure it looks okay behind me. Okay, so today's topic, it is very interesting. Hey, it's all about Ayurvedic kitchen and pantry. Uh, what are we looking into kitchen and pantry? Guess what? We've been learning everything about lifestyle, what to eat, how to eat, Indian spices. Then this is the real battlefield for us every day, right? This is the place where we choose what to use, how to use, and from here everything starts. What we make, how nourished it is. So actually, our kitchen is the best place to start learning Ayurveda and look around and make sure that we are following a lot of good tips. Okay, it says kitchen and and pantry both. Yeah, so keep that in mind. So you might have to show us few things around your kitchen and pantry. Okay, so what are we going to look into today? Learning objectives. Review our kitchen cabinet and pantry. Um, Review the spices in our kitchen. Collect materials. Remove materials. You might be thinking, what is this objective? Remove materials. We will look into that. Organize and store. This might be interesting. I love this part. Organizing, storing, changing my containers now and then, enjoy shopping them outside. Um, Prepare a kitchen that is ready for cooking. This is the main part. That's why we are here. That's why we want to learn. Why? End of the day, we want to, before we even give advices to others about Ayurveda, when we sit to eat, when our family sits to eat, we want to make sure that whatever we learn, we are using it. Not 100%, but as much you remember, as much you can, right? According to the time, flexibility, as much you remember, that is going to make you super happy when you sit and eat and look at the food you prepare. Okay, so in this list, I see the words materials, organizing, spices, cabinet, pantry. Scary part is I have to share that with you here in my kitchen. Okay. Ooh, look at this beautiful picture. Doesn't it look good? If anyone, even me, we have our pantry, just looking at here, what do you feel? Tell me. What is your first feeling when you look at this picture? What do you feel? Neat, colorful? Yes, yes. When the food, the items, even in the one plate we make, or the grains we have in the house, or legumes or lentils, if they are not only couple of types, if we eat the same things again and again, we may not get the proper nourishment to us and to our family. Why? We want all the types, we want all the colors, we want variety. They have different vata, pitta, kapha, shamak and sattvic results. So this is such a beautiful picture. Number one reason, this is a variety of lentils and legumes. Second, if you see, they are stored in the glass jar, so that it is talking about maintenance, cleanliness, tidiness, and there are labeling on it. You see the labels on it. Sorry, today in my pantry you won't see labels because I've been using these lentils and legumes for what not 30 years. So, but yes, when we are new to certain kind of cuisine, when we are new to certain spices, it is the best idea to write it down so that we don't mess up. Um, any thought on this picture? Because today's topic is all about what you are seeing here. Anything you feel looking at this? Anything you want to correlate with your kitchen, that I have no labeling, let me do that. Oh, all these jars are same size, so that if you full them at a time, after a couple of months you can look at it and you can tell that only moong is going down. So looks like I am not adding other lentils in my diet. Just looking at this picture, you can tell that only the red masoor dal and the moong is going down. It means I need to start adding the other ones once a while. They are still lying there. And if I bought them 2 years back, then maybe it's time to put them in the hot sun for 2 days. Why? They can go bad. It's food. It is perishable. Right? So looking at this picture, if you sit and look at it, it tells a lot of things. Ayurveda is all about pranic food, healthy food. The food that is fresh, that is clean, that is kept well. If you see left side rajma, if in my house, if I look at the cabinet and if I see, ooh, this rajma bottle I have 2 years there, then I need to dump it. I need to buy new, fresh, as much I need only, right? Okay. What is in my pantry? What else? It's not only the containers and what lentils I put in there. Our pantry, our kitchen is full of lot of other things. Those are handy. We love them. Emotionally, we are attached to them. They are easy to prepare and things like that. What are those that can we remove or reduce or think changing? First, frozen items. Raise your hands if someone has no frozen items at all in the fridge. Even I cannot raise my hand now. I have very limited stock of that, but still in today's life we require, there is a requirement to have few things handy, right? We cannot put everything that is perishable in the fridge and run out because it is now perished. We cannot use. So we all need few things in the freezer. But how many are those? Are they kept well? How long they are lying there? How many times we are using them? Are we forgetting the upper part of fridge where there is a fresh food and pulling the freezer all the time when we are in the rush? Then there is one idea. Empty the freezer. What can you do then? If you remove that, then we are forced to look up. Ooh, what are the fresh vegetables? What can I do? And then your mind will be forced few hours before your dinner time. I have to see what is in my fridge. I have to prepare. I know these things don't sound great. They are not easy sometimes, not difficult also. But training our own mind. If you are a boss of your kitchen, for instance, you have to train yourself to do these things once a while at least. Try it out. Can items. Do we all have can items in the house? Well, on that, I'm a winner, let me tell you. I have none. Not even the tomato jar. I know it's difficult sometimes on me too. When I have no cans to go pick, yeah, I have to make fresh tomato paste. I have to do this, that. But because I already know that I don't have them, I prepare myself to check my fridge and make it in advance. And when I sit and eat and serve that, I feel happy. Right? Third, processed food. What can I say about that? It has everything. It has a lot of things that keep the color of the food fresh. These items, processed food, do you think that they are just out of the farms? No. Even the tomato sauce, they have to put color so that when you open the jar, it looks bright red. Wow, so much red. We don't need that all the time. It is okay for the tomato to have not that red. It should be natural. It is okay for it to have little sour. So we are addicted to those colors. So if in my pasta, if I don't use the tomato jar, then the pasta would not look so red and yummy and just like the hotel. That's fine. Who cares? Why? I know that I have made fresh tomato juice for my pasta. Train your mind. This is not just a list to look at. This is to think about. Right? Okay. Processed grains like all purpose flour, white flour, that we use for baking, so many other things. Today, look into your kitchen. What kind of flour you have the most? If it is only white flour, you have to think about it. That do I need to add other whole grain flours? Can I mix this with other good flour? This list, frozen items, canned food, processed grain, and other non-pran items. For example, if someone has, Ayurveda doesn't say don't talk. Ayurveda never said that you should not eat non-veg at all. Why? In many therapies, they even teach how to use the asti, how to use mausa for mausa. So I'm not saying that. We cannot change the cuisine from where we are born in our culture. But think about this. If you have turkey sausage in your freezer and it is lying there for a long time, it is not only non-pranic, it is toxin. So it's not like take as it is said here. Think about it, do as much possible. Step by step. Don't take this overwhelming. Take one step today, then next step next week. That today I'm going to think about the frozen item. Next week, I'm going to check my pantry to see which flowers I have. Take it seriously. Before the end of this course, make sure that you not only learn but follow these things, right? Okay. Um, let's score this before we go ahead. Why I am putting so much time into this slide? This is important. Only me showing my kitchen and how I kept it, that's not the main goal. The goal is learning how to change the lifestyle, right? Okay. Can someone like give me a score? If you have all of these items in your pantry right now, all non-pranic items, processed grain, processed, then your score is 5 because you have everything. Yes, 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 yes. Right? So what is everyone's score? Can you type here? Don't worry. No one is going to criticize here. Hey, that's not the point of me asking. This is for you to start your own thinking. Let me put my number here. 1. I can say max 2 for me. My number is 2. Okay, if you are not comfortable, don't give me numbers, but put it in your notebook. What is your number today? And if you can change it to the lesser one by the end of the semester. Let's go ahead. How do I store and organize my pantry? Interesting topic. We can choose from so many fancy containers, plastic containers, this, that, Ziploc bags, airtight containers, glass containers, cardboard boxes, as it is. I see many of my friends, even me rarely, if they buy something from the store, they will keep the same bag. Cut it from the side, use it, keep it, use it, keep it. Think about it. We cannot close it very tight just by adding the clips beside. The air keeps going in, and it can go bad, especially if it is spices. If it is grains, I can understand, but for spices, uh, it it's not a good idea. I'm not going to waste a lot of time on this because we are going to see how I store, how you store. So we will talk about that time directly. But just tell me quick answer. What is the best way to keep the lentils or your spices? What do you think? Cardboard boxes, plastic containers, Ziploc, glass containers. What do you think? You may not have that in your kitchen. Yes, glass containers, right? Or stainless steel containers, some metal, right? Okay. Next, inventory. Important. Even I have to work on this. See, when I teach these things, even I have to follow these things. I enjoy teaching because end of the teaching, I decide to go one step ahead. And that's how we all should do, right? Not everyone is perfect, but we should try to be. Okay. Uh, write the things that you may need to add in your pantry or you are going to remove. First, whole grains. There is a long list: whole wheat, oat, millet, barley, amaranth, buckwheat. Do you have any of this in your pantry today? You do? Awesome. If no, then you need to add some of them. Cold press organic oils for cooking. I'm just going to read and you can think in your mind. It's not mandatory for you to, answer everything what is in your kitchen. Point is, back up the mind, think about your own kitchen. Lentils, beans. How many types of lentils you have? How many types of beans you have? Are you prone to eat high, um, what do you say, amavardhak beans? Like some beans, they taste very good, like garbanzo beans, like certain black beans. Make sure you are not eating only one type of bean and that is the only thing in the big stock in your house, right? We want to change the habits also. If you have only beans and zero lentils, study your Ayurveda again. See if any of the lentil you want to try. Bring it into small quantity, store it into glass jar, and then decide which one you like or which is good for your body according to your constitution. Believe me, all lentils are good. Fresh groceries. Look at your fridge once a while. Pull out whatever is perished, bad, clean it, make a list that next week, at least few times, I want to cook fresh. These are the vegetables I need, and this is my plan. We plan for our life, we plan for our income, we plan for our job. Do we plan for food? Nowadays, this is a hot topic because if a woman in the house sits and only she writes about what I'm going to cook for tonight, sometimes people think that, oh, that is not a modern person. Thinking about making a list, thinking about what to cook, that's not important. Other things are very important. No, end of the day, when you do lot of other things, come home, your whole body and mind needs fresh nourishment. That is the important thing. You start planning that first, take care of yourself, and then plan for your rest of the life goals. So that's why it says add and remove. To add, you need to think and you need to check what you have, and to remove, you need to think and you need to check what you have, right? Okay, fresh spice seeds. Ooh, this is interesting topic, isn't it? I'm sure every one of us, we have coriander seeds, cardamom pods. I will show a lot of them to you today. Dry fruits, figs, dates, apricot. You have to store them very well. I plan my shopping trips. Yes or no? I plan many times. Sometimes no. Okay, my kitchen. Yay. Uh, Let me go through the slides quickly, and the same pictures you are seeing here, I will show you in my house, and then I will give you 2 minutes break if you want, and then maybe you can go to your kitchen. You don't have to show all your kitchen. Just be enthusiastic. If you can show me just couple of spices how you stored, I would be so happy to see them. Okay. Um, Kitchen basics. We need some appliances to cook or to grind the masalas. What those might be: gas stove, electric versus microwave, that's a topic to talk, steamer, stainless steel cookware, a wok, a mortar and pestle, a coffee grinder. Coffee grinder, I'm not talking about how good coffee, hey, Sunday morning, have a coffee. That grinder, we can use it to grind our fresh spices. Okay. Pressure cooker, tea kettle, pot, tea strainer, rice cooker, recipe book. This is a preparation. If you have all of them ready, handy, you feel motivated to cook fresh food, right? Okay, this list, I would like you to go back to this slide after our lecture. Sit, relax, and see what things you have in your house. If you don't have many of them, see what else you can add in your kitchen, right? And if it is useful to you, this will be interesting homework to do. Okay. So how to end up this? I'm going to end the slides in 5 minutes, and we'll start looking at the kitchen, chatting, having fun. Suppose you have to make a report, like end of the day. You don't have to show this to everyone. Make a report for yourself. Even I am going to do this. I am motivated with this lecture. Make a inventory, everything that is there in the freezer and in the pantry. Write everything we have. Second, what I need to add, what I need to remove. And then third, what equipments I might buy, or I have it, but I have to take it out, clean it again, start using it again. Simple, interesting. You can do it on one of the weekend. Okay. I think that is the last slide, right? I'm going to stop share this. Okay. Ooh, even I have to see how my kitchen looks there. Okay. There is another slide with a few things to look at, but before we lose time, let us talk about the things that we just saw in this slide, right? How about you all also go into your kitchen while I stand up, take things close here. I need to take few of my containers here because I cannot take my computer everywhere. Okay, take 2 minutes, go to your kitchens and prepare yourself to show me something. Hey, not only me, to everyone, because you know what, we did the lecture last year like this. Even I was motivated by some of the students how they kept their kitchen. So it's not only you have to follow what I do. Sometimes whatever you are doing already might be awesome, right? So let me check that. I'm going to take my phones back, showing. I'm excited to see yours. Okay, I have to tilt the camera a little bit. Spices, there is a variety of Indian spices. The next slide talk about it. Those spices can be leaves, bark, seeds, flowers, powders, variety of spices. We need to take a good care of it, clean it, put it into nice containers, because they have beautiful aromas. Believe me, all the, not only Indian, let's say Ayurvedic spices, they have beautiful aroma that gives fragrance and taste to our food. Is that important? Yes. Nice, delicious food, the colors, the fragrance, and their qualities inside, they are important. So let's see how we store them. I have big glass jars. I cannot pull it down, it is up there. I don't open the big jar every time, because if I keep opening my big containers for every cooking, my hand may be wet, my hand maybe I just put into salt. I don't want to contaminate my spices by using my original containers all the time. So what I do is, how much spices I use in 1 month, I put it into another small glass jars like these. Here's, you see this? The big containers of mine are like this. I fill up everything in the big containers. They are up in the upper cabinet. Why? In the lower cabinet, I have this gas here. I cook each and every day, Monday to Sunday, 2 times. So I don't like to keep my spices immediately adjacent cabinet. Why? Heat can go there. So I put the big jars into the upper cabinet, sometimes into the fridge, not into freezer. And then I pull out how much I need for 1 month, so that my other spices are tight in a glass jar, not, they don't get contaminated and then don't lose their freshness and smell, right? Okay. Coriander powder. Ooh, label. I mentioned I don't have labels, but I do have some. Coriander powder, believe me, this coriander is grown in my garden. Ooh, are you excited? I can post some of the picture of my gardens later on. I can send them to Monica ji and she can post wherever they are, go. Fresh coriander powder. Cloves. See, things are almost, I have to restock them now. Ajwain, carom seeds. Some of the recipes where we use lot of potato, brinjal, anything that can add vata dosha, gases, or apanavayu, I always add these carom seeds to it. Cardamom. This is pitta shamak. I am a pitta pradhan person. So whenever I make green teas, I make sure I have some cardamom into it, no matter what. Cumin powder. Okay, this coriander powder and cumin powder, let me give you one tip. I try not to buy from the Costco or stores. Why? They don't roast it before. So if you will try this out, you are going to love the smell and the aroma. It comes out. Roast your coriander seeds on a low flame for a few seconds. As soon as you start roasting, the aroma start coming out and you turn off the gas. Let it cool down and then grind it. That will keep it for a longer time and the taste enhances. So my coriander and cumin seeds powder, I roast it first and then I make it. Fenugreek seed. You all know what the fenugreek seed is, methi. It is it's hard to show. It is square, thick seed. As I told you, some of the spices are seeds. Some are the pods, some are the leaves. Sesame seed. I roast them first before adding into anything. And this is my favorite, buttermilk masala, homemade. There are a lot of nice recipes to make buttermilk masala. This is summer approaching. So if you as you go into Ayurveda, you will learn the importance of some of the recipes.
Today
like khichdi.
we are making takra today. So what is your masala recipe for takra?
Okay, it has little bit of lavanga, it has cumin, sea salt, and few other things. I made it long back, so I can look into it and I can text it to you.
So
I don't want.
mine is, I do a little bit of trikatu, roasted cumin, and kala namak.
Okay, cumin and kala namak is in here also.
Yeah,
right.
But
there are few extra things. Okay.
You are putting the lavang, is it cooling?
Yeah, little bit.
Achha.
Because this is summer now.
Okay.
Oh, and sometimes I add dry mint leaves in here.
Oh, okay. I am making for kapha person.
No, then the mint leaves will be nice for that.
Okay, all right.
So dry the mint leaves. Huh?
Today we are making takra masala.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. So later on,
I was going to do trikatu, coriander, kala namak, and roasted cumin.
No, all that sounds great. Hey, do it. And when I'm going to look into my recipe and I'm going to post it for
That
you.
would be awesome. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay. As I said, there are lot of seeds powders. This is bark. These are the airtight jars I found and I love them. So I recently changed all my previous containers to this airtight one. Because sometimes I'm in the rush, and although like these jars, although I tighten them, sometimes I'm in so much rush, they are not properly tightened. So I found these airtight ones and they fit into each other tight here. They fit into each other, one on the another. So although this one is loose, by putting this tightly on it, the air goes out and this becomes airtight. Okay, this is tamal patra, bay leaf. So this is a leafy spice. Okay. When you buy these things from store, there is a way, because you don't know how long it is lying in the store there, right? If you want to make sure it is not contaminated, if you want to make sure this stays longer, take these leaves out, put it on a stainless steel or some plate, keep it in the sun for some time. Don't put it in the sun for a long time. We don't want to remove the aroma, but to make sure they are completely dry and there is nothing on it. Sun takes care of lot of things that we cannot see by our eyes, right? This is leaves, this is bark. Cinnamon stick. Smells awesome. This is from south part of India, Kerala, where they have the trees of this, very fresh. I add a very small piece of it, like this much. I add this much in my tea. It takes the tea at the next level. Try it out once. Okay, and this is my curry masala that I make according to my mother's recipe. I get it done in my town because I don't have the grinder to do that big amount of masala. But this is my home remedy, and where there are, this is not like a garam masala where a lot of things are kind of hot. This is called as goda masala, where cumin, coriander, and clove amount is more, so that even you add this curry masala, it doesn't make it where you have gastric uh, where you have regurgitation, where you have burning sensation after eating that curry. So I make it in a way where I change the balance of that masala little bit according to the weather here, so that it is not extremely spicy and it doesn't bother my body and I can still enjoy the taste. Okay, last thing. This is what I use to fresh grind my masalas. I don't always use mixers. This is handy and I use it. Okay. And this is the other one I use to grind my Ayurvedic herbs. Sometimes the Ayurvedic tablet. If I want into certain amount, smaller portion, I break the tablet, I crush it like this, and then I add it into honey or whatever. So I use this for my Ayurvedic purpose, and I use this for my cooking purpose. Last thing, and then please show me your kitchens, whatever little bit you want to show. These are the whole spices, and these are the powder forms that I use in my cooking all the time. So these I use, plus I use these. Let me show you. This is a stainless steel container with small stainless steel containers inside. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 small containers with separate small spoons. I don't use one spoon for everything. No, I have 7 spoons for 7 things. It has mustard seeds, salt, turmeric powder, masala that I just mentioned, asafoetida, cumin seeds, and red chili powder. Why? Because this is something I would use every day. So even not in this jar. Why? Because I use this all the time. I want it super handy than this. So these are the 7 containers, 7 spices in powder form. I don't pull out and fill it up to the top. I fill half because I like to restock the fresh ones with fresh aroma all the time. I know, a lot of work. Just take as much you can. Oil, I like to save it into the glass container where I can see if the oil, if there is something in the oil, if it doesn't look good, if I can see if I have to restock, if I have to buy it now. Okay. For cooking purpose, khichdi, that's the pressure cooker I have on my gas. I will bring it here. But right now, let me stop talking. Who wants to take turn? Come on. Okay, awesome.
So,
Monica ji, can you change her to the main screen?
Okay.
Who is this?
It's me, Nandini.
Hey, Nandini.
Okay, she is going to show few things.
Yeah. So
Oh,
this is
wow.
Wow.
so this is like, we are in a renovation, so many things are kind of everywhere. So this is something smaller one.
No, this is not smaller. This is perfect. I like it. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead. You
Yeah.
can talk about couple of the spices. Name them.
Yeah. So I have mustard seed, amchur, ajwain, and jeera, and haldi, and cumin, and then hing.
Okay,
And,
these are perfect size jars. And where did you get those if you want to share?
This, I think in Kroger, or maybe, I don't know, I forgot, it's a long time.
Okay.
And this is actually, I'm labeling it for this is for my son, and I have mine like not labeled, and this is how I store mine.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is for my son. So we are kind of in the middle of a renovation. You can see my kitchen is kind of in there.
No, that's okay. That you're fine.
So that's why we are kind of the little bit messy, but I can bring up a little bit more masala and stuff like, as you mentioned, I make my own masala.
Good. Okay.
From my mother and somewhere else. So I created a couple of other things like, smaller like this. I make, this is our, as you mentioned, the akala masala, like a kind of that. This is, yeah. And this is another one masala. For the masala dosa, Mysore masala dosa we call, right?
Oh.
So for that one,
so it's like a chutney podi that you
yeah, but you mix and make like a chutney instantly.
Okay. Okay. So this has lentils in it, right?
Yes.
Like
chana. Roasted urad dal.
Okay.
And
so
then
some of your spices, hey, are you all interested in getting the recipe of what she or me doing for the masalas? If someone wants, maybe she can share a recipe of her the other masala she showed, that she roast the lentils, right?
Is it gunpowder masala, Nandini?
No, it is. It is
the gunpowder one is so tasty, but it's
I can
very
bring it
spicy.
and show you guys. This has like a onion powder also in it, and the jeera powder, cumin powder, haldi, and
so that goes with the dosas and other things from inside.
Yeah, it is on the dosa. That's my.
Oh, the one that goes first, the first one, it goes on the dosa, and then you.
Yeah, that's the one. Usually they make it in a chutney form. Like I make this because for my son, he lives in Dallas, so he needs to eat. So I made this. So whenever he needs it, he mixes with the water.
Okay. So in this, which lentils you have in there?
This one roasted chana dal. Okay. And then like, I don't know what they call, like we call hurgadle. I can show you that.
Like the udid dal?
split chana dal,
Okay.
chickpeas or whatever. I can show you
chickpea.
that one. That
Okay.
has in this
Okay.
me and
See
and
the
also,
masala. Okay, why I am asking her details about it. Masalas, you can make it a variety of masala, but because summer is coming, even some of the masalas they have lentil powders in it that makes it healthier. So it's not like you are only eating a combination of red chili, this and that you may not be suitable for your body. So whoever wants to volunteer and share their masala recipes, they might work with others. Others might enjoy making it. So it's not it's not mandatory. It's like fun homework. Try making one masala yourself.
I will share my Punjabi chana masala with you.
Yeah,
Guys. But I'm
Absolutely,
trying
do
to
that.
learn how to make the gunpowder. I love the gunpowder thing.
Me too, me too, me too. So Nandini, we are looking forward
I want
into
you.
our. So where can she share? Which
On
group
the
means?
Slack, I'll add you to the Slack group.
Okay, where I can also see. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I will share my buttermilk masala, and then Monica ji is going to share
Chana
hers.
masala, garbanzo bean masala.
Yeah, means you know why these are very healthy masalas, good combinations.
I don't know, like
Yeah,
that is
chana dal. That's
dal.
not tuar dal. Yeah.
Tuar is the sambar. Tuar is
Yeah.
sambar.
No, yeah, tuar is for the sambar, but this is like a roasted.
Chana. Yeah,
They
yeah.
call it split pea here, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. I have it. Okay. Anyone else want to take the turn? Anyone else?
I can.
Okay, sure.
Good morning. I moved here 2 months ago just, but I'm trying to incorporate spices slowly because my mom usually use like the typical spices, not so with not so much variety, and some of these masalas, commercial masalas, or mix of spices. But we are trying to cook more with the original one. So here I have. How can I? Here.
You can flip it, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now.
So I could bring with me some of my spices from Colombia.
Okay.
Mustard seeds, henna,
Oh, it's a Spanish name.
sesame seed, flax seeds, coriander. I could found it just in power.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
But for me was a big win because oh my god, I really miss the coriander in its spices. Oregano leaves, cumin seeds too. My mom has to this garlic. I don't use it really, but my mom yes. This parsley flakes too. Here are the salt. These are some spices for sweet things, but I has no using so more frequently, but maybe after I want to do some cakes and things with it. But yeah, that are my spices. It's my favorite part of the kitchen.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Yay, good job.
Varnaji, she just moved to US a couple of months ago, that's why. But Kiran, I'm going to send you a masala, like you need to get some, like a masala dabba. I'll send you one as a gift.
Oh, you are talking to whom? To her, me?
Kiran just moved from, moved to US so that.
Oh, okay. Oh, welcome. You are welcome here.
Yeah. So I'll send you some stuff, share your address with me.
Okay, anyone wants to show some how you store your masalas, how you store any of your spices or your lentils, things like that?
I can show my, just to add. So, of course, exactly like you, we have the big masala boxes that are on the top shelf where my hand doesn't go because I'm short. And Atul has his masalas there because he's 6'2" and he's tall.
If you call yourself short, then what about me?
Compared to him, we are like So he has his. So
Oh, I
big
have a
one.
steps. I have a step stool, by the way.
Yes, and then I have these, and because I cook for and then I have the whole masala box. Let me see. So in here, I just have seeds. You have this is my go-to seeds. These are just seeds, nothing else. You can see.
Yes.
These
What
are
is that
only
black thing? What is that black long thing in there like pimply?
pipili.
वो पिपली है?
Pipili. I
तो
put
वो
pipili in everything. I cook with pipili.
okay, you like you put that into the food items?
No, I do a quick grinding of it.
Okay,
I
okay,
grind
got you,
it.
got
This is
you.
like I'll use quickly, I'll take it out and grind it quickly.
Okay, okay.
Like-
That's a good
like-
idea.
Yeah.
See?
And then this is my very quick masala box. Oops, that's what I'm talking about, Keram. I'll send you something like this so you have. And then of course I have my I have these size ones just like yours. I have a whole, like lots of them, 50, 60 of these. Then we have the big ones, which I'm not allowed to touch. So yeah. And then we have the big one, the big dals and everything. That's it. I'm just showing this much.
Okay.
Marian,
Anyone still wants to share something before I go into the next slides? The other lab too, there are a few slides you wanted me to share, right, Monica ji? But they talk about the same things, like there is a variety of seeds and leaves and but we'll still look into that if we have time, right? Anyone wants to show? Sorry?
Marian, do you want to share?
Hey, good morning, everyone. I am almost don't want to show it. It's a mess.
Hey,
definitely a
that's
mess.
fine. It
Like,
is Sunday morning.
I am a very messy and chaotic cook, and like I just have my spices everywhere. So I'm going to show it to you, and know that I have 1,000 spices.
I appreciate you do that.
Hold on. All right, get ready for the messiness. And you inspire me all, by the way, to just make it nice one day, because that's how it looks like. Whoa.
Oh, you know what? At least whatever you are showing here, it shows that you have a huge variety. Having a variety of herbs is a good thing to have. It's not a mess. Okay.
I also have some not so good stuff, but my favorites every day, cinnamon is my favorite. I try to buy organic as much as I can. I love like all the I do have a like a little herbal garden outside. Which
you should share those pictures with us.
Yeah, I mean I can walk outside really quick. That would be
Sure,
like it's right in
not?
front.
Yeah.
And I have it in like a sunny corner. We're lucky to have a big yard. So and it just rained, which is nice. So I just have it like right here in a sunny spot. So I have tulsi here.
Okay, your video is paused for some reason.
A rabbit ate my parsley.
Oops.
I have a
He
big
needs
tomato.
to get
this is like
healthy.
This is peppermint. This is lemon balm. I don't know how much you can see.
Yeah,
My
I
lovely
can see
basil here.
Oh, how come your basil is that big already?
Oh, it's warm in North Carolina. I don't know if that makes a difference.
You're in NC? Okay,
North Carolina. So I pinch it a lot
I'm
too,
traveling
and then it
there
has
next
more growth.
month.
Yeah, and I have so this is kind of like I love picking from it and taking it inside. And I just love having tons of plants in general in my kitchen. It makes me feel really good.
You made us so happy by showing your fresh garden. We all showed you what is in the glass jar. You showed us what is on your
I
plants.
can show you my mess everywhere. Anyway, but this is one of my favorite tools is the Instapot. Love it.
Nowadays mine also.
I had a kettle which just died this morning, and I have my I love sweets, so I'm trying to make my own sweets just to bring some more consciousness to it. And I'm German, and Germans love their waffles. Like they're very different from the American waffles.
Yes.
So I
So
try
what?
to be more conscious
Mhm.
about making my own treats and not buying
I
the
have seen
processed
that. I
stuff.
have a German friend and I went to Germany and she showed me back
You had
of
the
her
waffles.
house and how they make it. Oh, yeah.
Yes. And yeah, I have my cookbooks here. Some of them which I just love having on hand. And I also love my giant messy stack of fruits because then they're just always available to grab. And yeah, I would definitely love to learn more about organizing, which will always be a tough part for
You know
me, I
what?
think.
Whatever you showed, I'm impressed with two things. Of course, we all have the spices in this or that way. The fresh
I
herb
love
garden that you
spices.
showed, and
Yeah.
the cookbooks that you have in your kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Having the recipes and cookbooks handy, it's in our list, I think, in the
It's
previous
very
slide.
helpful. Yeah,
It
because
is in
sometimes
the
you don't have
previous slide,
ideas.
or looks like it is into the next slide. So I guess you are the only one who has the books in your kitchen. Yay.
Yeah, I have to have it here and just get inspired for sure.
See, everyone had something special, and I loved seeing that. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Let me quickly go. Anyone else wants to do, and I'm rushing? Anyone? We are all done here. Okay. So I'm going to share something quickly. There is one more slide to end up with, and this is the one, right, Monica ji? Yes.
Yeah.
Let me. We have few more minutes. Let's use those same things. We are just going to, learn few more new things. What is a spice? It is an edible, aromatic, and dried form of herb, and it can come from plant root like ginger, turmeric. I showed you the turmeric, and I have a ginger on the counter. Bark like cinnamon bark. Licorice. I have licorice, but it's far away from my kitchen right now. Buds, cloves. Leaves, the bay leaves that I just showed here. Flowers, rose, lavender. Let me show you all something. Hold on. I plant the roses. Those can be used to make the Ayurvedic rose jam. So these are the roses. I wash the petals and I put it into sun, into closed glass jar. You see the rose petals, they are ready to put into any cooking or any other purpose, into milk, into anything. I use it. I love it. Rose. This is what they said, flower. Okay. Fruit, star anise. I have the fruit star anise to show you. Hold on. Here. It looks like a star. It's a fruit. It's a dried fruit. It has beautiful aroma. I use it into my various rice preparations. Okay. I don't use this every day for everything, but in some of my special recipes. And this is the only plastic container I have. And guess what? After this lecture, I'm going to change it. Okay. Seeds, almond, fennel, coriander. We saw all these seeds here right now. So this is a variety of the parts, various parts of the plant that we can use in a dried form, which is edible, aromatic, and we can use in all sorts of cooking. Most of the spices, let's say almost all, are therapeutic in Ayurveda. But knowing the spices, using them for cooking does not make it therapeutic. If as a Ayurvedic student, you know sesame seeds, what is Rasavirya Vipak? And if you know which season you can use more, which season you should not use it a lot, how much to use and in when, who should not use it, then this can be a beautiful therapeutic way. All the spices. I always tell in the lecture, knowing how much to use, when not to use, makes it therapeutic. So keep learning those things, write down the notes during lectures. Okay. Okay. More about the spices, same things that we are talking. They play important role in digestion, assimilation. Remember, I just mentioned when I'm cooking something with the potato or something that can increase apana vayu, I use asafoetida and the carom seeds always because they help in digestion. They contribute to maintaining a balanced and healthy agni or digestive fire. Yes, that is true. They cleanse armor, toxins. Why? Because many of the spices are virya ushna. They reduce the armor. Spices help make foods compatible or to ease a powerful effect. Like if you are making something very spicy and you know that you cannot tolerate it, you can add cumin and coriander powder in it to make the spicy effect or the hot effect lower down. So spices you can use accordingly. What effects you don't want a lot, which effect you want to enhance in your food, right? That's why they say you can use it therapeutic way. Spices can be taken before, during, or after a meal. After a meal means what? You can put the combination in buttermilk, and buttermilk can taken anytime. We don't take a spice on the palm and eat it after meal, if except fennel seeds. But you mix it in something that becomes easy to digest. For example, oh, antidotes. Yes, that's what we were just talking. Antidotes like cardamom in coffee or ghee, black pepper in potatoes, right? Such things. Spice powders can be used for garnishing, dressing salads. Dressing means, yeah, the buttermilk masala, perfect dressing for the buttermilk. That doesn't only increase the taste, it increases the therapeutic value. Buttermilk is a big time on my therapy. If I have Vata Pradhan, Pitta Pradhan, Kapha Pradhan person, or just for Swasthya, looking at their imbalances, I can even decide, means we can decide if we have a good knowledge, which spices or which things we can add into our buttermilk. So it's not only a drink, it is a therapy then, right? Buying and storing them. Purchase from a like reliable vendor. Look for organic materials. They should be fresh. And as I said, if you don't feel it is not good, put it into sun for some time. Put it on a plate and make sure it has no dirt in it. Whole spices have a much longer shelf life. Yeah, that is true. That's why I don't buy a lot of coriander and cumin powders in a bulk, because the shelf life and the taste goes down. Avoid light heat and moisture. Okay, only for one spice I said put it into sun for sometimes is this bay leaf, not the others. Okay, store in dark cool place. We all know about that, right? Cooking with spices. You can dry roast them and add, or you can mix it into your oil or ghee, however your recipe is. Suppose you heat a pan with oil. Are you going to throw all the spices at the same time? No, no, right? Each spice has a different temperature to open up. उसको क्या बोलते हैं? I cannot remember what is that terminology, but it's okay. When the oil is warm and hot, put the seeds first. Like you would like to put the suppose in my cooking I use mustard seeds all the time. Put the seeds first, then dried fresh spices like cumin if they are whole, not in powder form. Put the powders at the last. If you see any recipes related to Ayurveda Indian recipes, the garam masala, the black masala, the masalas, they always put at the end. So why that? Because there is a meaning behind it. You don't want to burn the masalas. Burnt masalas, they are no more therapeutic.